Welcome to my channel. My name is Nadika. Today I want to talk about how to heal from unmet needs in childhood. So many people walk around with unmet needs that they experienced in their childhood, whether that be you were not given enough care, your caregivers were too distracted with something else, they were emotionally not available, they didn't know how to express emotions, uh, you know, there were other difficulties in their lives which caused them to neglect you. You didn't feel loved, cared, there was no physical affection present in your relationships with your caregivers. There were no words spoken that were sweet and kind to you. You felt mostly ignored and not understood, and you felt that your needs, even physical needs, were not met. So, how can we heal from these kinds of situations in our life? Well, there's one way to do it, and that is to use inner child therapy. I today will talk about a simple technique that you can use to heal a lot of trauma that you have within yourself because of unmet needs. So it is very simple. What you need to do is you have to go back and reimagine a situation where you felt like you were neglected, for example. Your need for care and attention wasn't met. What you do is in your mind you imagine that situation. This time around, you as an adult is also present in that situation, and you're asking your child self, how are you feeling? And as a child self, you can answer that question. You will say, I feel ignored, I feel like no one understands me, I need love and care. And as the adult self, you can provide these things that your child self didn't get to them. You can say, I'm here for you, I love you, I care for you, I'm always going to be here, so don't worry, I won't leave you. And then you can ask the child self what it is wanting, and it might say things like, I want a hug, I want a kiss. It might even ask for physical things like, I want to go and get an ice cream, I want to go and play in the playground. So you can actually imagine yourself doing these things that your child self want. You can imagine giving them a hug, your child self a hug and a kiss, and saying, I love you and I care for you. And you can imagine taking them out to get an ice cream. So you imagine all these healthy experiences where the inner child feels taken care of. Um, and once you do this for some time, you can even bring in your parents, healthy versions of your parents, into this memory, who come and say, we are very sorry that we didn't give you love and care and attention, but we are here for you now, we love you and care for you. Imagine hugging the child version of you, and imagine your parents hugging the child version of you, and imagine them talking nicely with care and giving the child version of you attention, and taking your child version of you for ice cream or anything that your child version wants to do. So you do this exercises in your imagination. You can do it while you're lying down in bed at night. You can do this with each of your memories that you remember, that where you felt like your emotional or physical needs were not met by your caregivers. What you find is the more you do it, the more a lot of your pent up emotions within your body gets released. So your anxiety levels will drop. Um, I tried this for a while because I have a experience of abandonment from my childhood. So I tried this exercise and it really worked very well for me. So I think it's very effective. So I hope you try it and see if it works for you. Thank you. Bye bye.